Welcome back. We're going to talk about New Year's Eve tonight. Come with me as I tell you about the characters from Beagle Book Club as they celebrate New Year's Eve. Now, by now you should have listened to the podcast about a Christmas trail where Molly and Comet Jr. travel back to the North Pole and have many adventures. If you haven't, I recommend you look back on the page and listen to that one. I recorded it live at one of our organized hunts this year. And I did it in front of a group of kids anywhere from 2 years old to about 80 years old. They all loved it. But tonight, I'm going to record what happened on New Year's, right after that famous Christmas Eve. This is Molly and the Midnight Bell. Snow blanketed the Beagle farm, soft and white, from the Christmas storm that had swept through Cedar Holler earlier that week. Lights on the farmhouse still twinkled, and the scent of Sierra's homemade biscuits lingered in the air. Inside, the Beagle family was getting ready for New Year's Eve. Andy and Mandy helped set out snacks. Sierra added a log to the fire, and Major Rusty turned the radio to the local countdown station. Little Molly, she's always in trouble. Molly couldn't sit still for 1 second. She paced. She peeked out the window. She sniffed every draft from the door. "What's gotten into you?" Mandy laughed. Molly leaned in close, whispering, "What if Comet Jr. comes back? What if Santa Paws sends a message? I smell something magical." And before anyone could answer, whoosh, a soft rush of cold and sparkling air swept past the porch windows. Molly's ears perked up. Her nose twitched. I knew it! She bolted out the door and slid into the snowy yard. Standing proudly next to the old oak tree, wearing a tiny red scarf and shaking snow from his fur, was Comet Jr. "Molly," he said, hopping excitedly on his small hooves. Molly bounced over to him. "Comet Jr., what are you doing here?" "I came to give you something." He pulled a golden envelope from under his scarf. "It's from Santa Paws." Molly glared loudly enough for her breath to be puffed into little clouds. She tore it open carefully with her paws. Inside was a shimmering silver card. "For the bravest beagle, come outside at midnight and look into the northern sky. Santa Paws." Molly's tail wagged so fast she nearly levitated. This is going to be the best New Year's ever. So at midnight the countdown started. The Beagle family gathered outside. Rusty's radio crackled with the countdown. 10, 9, 8. Everybody chimed in. 7, 6, 5. Molly squeezed her eyes shut. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Fireworks popped softly from a distant farm, but then the real magic appeared. From the northern sky, a golden ribbon of glowing light unfurled across the darkness like a comet trail. A sleigh emerged from its glow. A sleigh pulled by reindeer, and flying beside them, proudly and glittering, it was Comet Jr. Santa Paws stood tall in the sleigh, his furry red coat blazing in the orange light. "Merry New Year, Beagle family," he boomed, his voice rolling like thunder softened by snow. The beagles howled with joy. Santa Paws tossed a sparkling shower of treats towards them. Each treat landed gently in the snow and transformed into a bone-shaped chew toy for Andy, a fluffy blanket for Mandy. We know she likes to curl up and write. a polished brass tag for Major Rusty, and a warm scarf for Sierra. And then for Molly, Santa Paws lowered a package wrapped in glowing silver paper. Inside was a tiny bell on a bright red collar. The North Pole bell, Santa Paws explained. It rings when someone is thinking of you. Molly pasted around her neck. It chimed softly, the first note of a beautiful song. Ding! And then her whole heart warmed. Santa Paws and Comet Jr. waved goodbye as the sleigh rose back into the sky, disappearing into a trail of golden stardust. The Beagle family hurried around Molly, admiring her new collar. What does the bell mean? Andy asked. Major Rusty smiled. It means that kindness travels far, farther than the woods, farther than the North Pole. And bravery, well, that carries into a brand new year. Molly looked up at the sky where the golden trail was fading into starlight. Her bell chimed again. Ding! And she knew that someone far away was thinking of her. It was going to be a wonderful new year. So I'd like to thank you for staying here with me and listening to my latest children's book. I wrote these books mainly for my grandchildren, and I've decided to share them with the world. So thank you for following the page. You're going to find all kinds of stuff on Tick Bite NC. You're going to find children's stories. You're going to find hunting stories. You're going to find some fishing stories. You'll find some nerd stuff because I can get way off in the weeds with the electronics, but you'll find some of that. But what you're not going to find is a bunch of riffraff. I'm not going to have it. So, thanks for being here and thanks for listening. If you liked the story, if it brought you any type of joy at all, I want you to subscribe to the page. It's absolutely free, won't cost you a dime. Click the like button on the video. Let other people know you liked it. And make sure to hit the alert bell so that when I post a new video, you'll know and you can come watch it. And you can tell me whether you like it or not. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you've got an idea for a story, leave a comment. Maybe I'll write a story about it. Who knows? So, thanks for being there. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you on the next video.